So we are going to talk about the basic syntax of PHP. If you are just getting started, this is one of the most important lessons because it will help you understand how PHP code is actually written and executed. So let us look at how PHP code works. PHP is a server-side scripting language, which means all the code runs on the server before anything is sent to the browser. To write PHP code, we usually embed it inside a file that ends with the .php extension. Okay, so for example, here in our VS Code, inside our website that contain inside our folder, which is going to contain all our files. So this folder is for we create it inside the htdocs. Okay, htdocs folder, which is also inside the XAMPP folder. Okay, so here we have our index.php. So let me zoom a little bit. So as you can see, we have inside my side, I have a index.php file there. Okay. So this tells the server that the file contains the PHP code. Okay. So let us look at the PHP tags. Okay. So let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. So sorry guys. So inside our file here, the first thing you should know is how to open and close the PHP tags. Okay, so every PHP script starts with these ones. Okay, the greater than, the less than question mark, then PHP. Okay, PHP and ends with the question mark, then greater than sign. Okay, as you can see, then inside these ones, it's where we put our code. It's where we write our code. So it means that here, inside here, your PHP code. Okay, there your PHP code will be written there. Okay, so let us look at an example. Okay, so here in PHP code, you will understand this one later. Okay, so here we have a statement in PHP. We have a statement which is echo, and this one help us to output information in form of a string. Okay, so hello. So in a string it is like it is inside quotations, two quotation marks. Okay, the quotation marks. So here let us print hello world like this. If we save our file and we go inside our browser, remember our URL is like this. It is going to be localhost / my site / index.php. Okay, so after doing that, let us refresh. So when we refresh, we get this output. Okay, we get this output. So here we are using the echo statement. Okay, the echo statement to output text to the browser. Okay, and the echo is one of the most common ways to display something in PHP. Okay, so let us look at comments in PHP. Just like any programming language, comments are important in PHP. Okay, they are notes in your code that are ignored by the computer. So we have 3 ways to write comments. Okay, the first one we saw it before. Okay, we saw it before, which is like this, which is like this. Okay, and this is a single line comment. This is, let me close this one. So this is a single line comment. Okay, so this is a single line comment. Okay, so remember this is ignored by the computer, so it is not executed. Okay, and this one helps in documenting your code. Okay, to make it easier. Okay, by to be interpreted by other developers you are working with. Okay, so and okay, so also there is another way of using single line comments, is also by using the hashtag symbol. Okay, so this is also a single line comment. Okay, this is also a single line comment. Okay, so we have another comment, another type of comment. Another way of commenting, of documenting your code, is by using the multi-line comment. Okay, so for example, if you had something like this, this is the code, and then Oh, no, Control Z, this is the code, and then you go to the next line, okay, and that one becomes a multi-line comment, okay. So remember, this one occupies only one line, okay, but there are cases when you need to write like multiple lines, okay, in order to explain your code very well, and this is where multi-line comments comes in, okay. So to use multi-line comments, we use forward slash asterisk, and then we end with the then we end with the asterisk and then forward slash. Okay, so like this, let us remove this one. Then remember I said we use forward slash asterisk, and then we end with asterisk forward slash, okay, like this. Then inside here, it is where you can put your comments, okay, okay. So that's how we use it. So as you can see, this is a comment right now. So this is a comment, and it is a multi-line comment, okay. So let us look at case sensitivity in PHP. So in PHP, keywords like if, we have keywords, okay. So remember, keywords, these keywords there, the keywords have a meaning to the computer, so to the compiler, all of these ones. So if, we have if, while, even echo, even echo is also a keyword. There are many, okay. So these ones are not case sensitive, okay. So using while, this one is the same as using while. This one is the same as using it is the same as using while, or the most useful way of using these ones. So for example, using echo is the same as using echo. So let me use the example that we used before. So it is the same as using echo. So if we use this one, if you use this one, I don't want to go into complex topics, okay. So using this one, I think you know this one, eh? You are now capable of using this one. So if we use this one, remember it is here we want to output a string. Here we also want to output a string, hello, rush it down here. And if we save, and then we go into our browser and we get, so unexpected token echo expecting these ones, okay, expected or in, okay. So before before we end with the case sensitivity in PHP, remember we have to end our we have to end our statements, okay. So in PHP, every statement ends with a semicolon, okay, a semicolon, okay. So here, as you can see, syntax error, unexpected token echo expecting these ones, okay, or we are expecting these ones, okay. We are expecting the semicolons here, okay. So after the computer tries to execute this statement, but because we have not ended our line, we have not ended it, so we end it using the semicolon. So it is expecting these ones again, these ones, okay, or it is expecting that one, okay, the semicolon, okay. So if we use these ones, let us see, if we use this one, another like that, another, and then we ignore this one. Let us see if we do that and we save our file, okay, we generate another error, okay, another type of error, because this is not possible, okay, this is not possible, okay. So in order to remove this error, let us go back. In order to remove this error, remember it is giving us a suggestion that it is expecting, let us save, and then we do this. So it is expecting this one, it is expecting this comma, okay, it is expecting this comma. So here we can put a comma. Let us try to put a comma, and then we'll refresh. As you can see, we are generating another error, okay, we are generating another error, okay. So let us take another suggestion that it is giving us. So if we save, we see another suggestion, which is the semicolon, okay, and we try to use the semicolon like that, and we save our file, okay, and we refresh. Here, as you can see, we get the output very well, okay. So in PHP, you should remember that every statement ends with a semicolon, okay? So if you forget to put a semicolon, your code will break with an error, okay? As you have seen, okay? So let us go back to case sensitivity. We say that in PHP, keywords like if, while, and echo are not case sensitive. That means writing echo in upper cases also or echo in lower cases works the same way as you have seen here. Okay, so but variable names are case sensitive. Okay, so in PHP or in any programming language, we need a way to store things. Okay, to store things. So we are going to look at this in the next part. Okay, so but I'm just going to give you basic syntax. Okay, basic idea. Okay, so here I'm just going to give you the fundamental. Okay, so here, for example, if we have our variable name like this one, we declare a variable like this, we use the $sign, okay? And this one is already a variable, that one, it is already a variable, okay? And this variable, it is like a storage, it is like a container, so it needs to store something, okay? So in order to store something, we tell it that it is going to store something using the equal signs, okay? So it can store numbers, strings, it can store floating point numbers with decimal points, okay? So those ones, yeah, a lot, it can store more, okay? There are many data types, so it can store, okay? So we are going to talk about them in the next part, okay? So here we have the name. So let us store a string, okay? So we saw how we can work with the strings, okay? So we declare strings using the quotation marks, okay? Then here we put our name, Rashid. So here we remember we are talking about case sensitivity in variables, okay? So here we need to end our statement like that, okay? So let us try to echo out, let us try to echo dollar, then let us change the case like this, okay? Name like this, okay? And we see if we are going to get the output, and we end our statement. If we save and then we refresh, we are getting undefined variable name, okay? Variable name, this one, so it is not defined. So this gives us the idea that PHP is case sensitive when it becomes to variables, okay? So variables are case sensitive, so you cannot use this one instead, you cannot use this one, okay? This one instead of this one, okay? So they are case sensitive, okay? Even if you change a single letter like this, okay? Even if you change, okay, it remains another variable name, okay? Another variable, okay? So we have seen that, okay? So we have seen that. So let us see how we can combine a PHP with HTML. So okay, so one of the coolest things about PHP is that you can mix it with HTML, okay? So for example, okay, for example, let us take a look here. Inside our website folder, we have the index.html file. It is right there, okay? As you can see, it is right there, okay? So so I'm going to take I'm going to assume that you know all about HTML, okay? I'm going to assume that, okay? So here we have a website running. Let us save our file, and here in the URL, because the index.html is in the same folder as the index.php, we are just going to come here and write .html index.html, and we press enter. So after pressing enter, we get this output where website running, okay? As you can see, it is here, our paragraph is here, website running, okay? So let us see how we can combine PHP in HTML, okay? So to combine PHP in HTML, okay, we can do like this, okay? We can do like this. Here we use remember we use these ones, then PHP here, PHP, and then we use these ones, and then we use these ones. So let us try to see if we can echo out something. Echo hello, like that, okay? So if we try to save, and we rerun our file, we don't get any output. Why? This is because this HTML, this one, .html is going to be interpreted directly as an HTML code. Okay, so these ones, it is not going to be run. Okay, these ones, the PHP. Okay, the PHP, these ones, the PHP code is not going to be interpreted. Okay, so to use it inside to use PHP and HTML together, we need to use the index. We need to use the .php file. Okay, the PHP file. So let us get all this code. Control A, copy all. Let us get all this code and we put it inside the .index.php file. Okay, so let us remove all these ones and we paste it there. Okay, and we paste it there like that. Okay, so let us save our file, the index.php, and we come back in our browser and we change this one to be PHP like that, and we save. Bam, we get the output. Okay, we get website running, this one, website running. Okay, plus this one, the hello, okay, string. Okay, this one, okay, that we echoed out, that we printed out on the same line as this one. Okay, as this one. Okay, so that's how we can combine. That's how we can combine PHP with the HTML. Okay, we are okay. That is it. That's how we can do it. Okay, so let us see another way how we can do it. So let us go back. So here here we have the PHP code. Okay, inside here it is where we can have our PHP code. Okay, then outside here we can have our HTML code. Okay, so for example, let us have a heading hello, like that. Okay, heading hello, and then we save. If we save and we refresh our page, we get this one, we get this error. Okay, let us remove this error, but at least we have got our heading one. Okay, our main heading. Okay, which is hello. So let us remove this error here. Let us just echo out the name and we save, come back here and we refresh. Okay, so we get this one, we get the printed string, the printed string, which is the name Rashid, and then we get our HTML code. Okay, so that's how we can use it. Also, you can even use the HTML, so you can do it this one like this. Okay, and you separate them. Okay, you can separate the PHP code and the HTML code like that. Okay, like that. Okay, so that's how we can do it. And that is the basic syntax of PHP. So you learned about PHP tags, echo, comments, case sensitivity, semicolons, and even how to combine PHP with HTML. Okay, so thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.